We're in Austin. It's Saturday. We are about to premiere a film about this guy, Serge Ibaka, which he has not seen yet. It's premiering Saturday night and then running on Grantland. It is called Son of the Congo. Very proud of this. Our first feature film for Grantland, basically. And you have not seen it yet.
Not yet, not yet.
Are you nervous?
A little bit. My people, they want to surprise me, so I'm kind of nervous a little bit.
You know, we turned it into a comedy.
Excuse me?
Yeah, we put a little. No, we didn't. What do you think's gonna happen in it?
Well, one thing for sure I know is people are gonna learn who is Serge Ibaka, and they're gonna learn a lot of things in life, you know. And that's one thing I know.
It's interesting, like the point you're at in your career, because you've been on good teams pretty much the whole time. And people just think of you as Serge Ibaka, the guy who plays with Durant and Westbrook on the playoff team. And
exactly.
But you've had this whole backstory. I mean, I didn't know about it. I feel like I know more about basketball than just about anybody. I knew where you came from. I didn't know really anything else. What made you want to tell your story now?
Well, since I was young, my first time when I left Congo to go play in Europe, that's where I was starting to, you know, to think, you know, to vision myself. You know why? I would really like people to know my story, you know, especially kids, young people to know, because, you know, sometimes in this life, we think like, when you have something and we still gonna complain, people, everybody. Right now, sometimes I complain about something, you know, but then I sit down myself and I say, why you complain about something when you don't know really what people be going through with all those things in life?
Right.
So since Spain, I was always thinking and dreaming like, you know, I would like one day, you know, to see young people learn something from Serge Ibaka, you know. And thank God now, and thank you, you know, for giving me this opportunity to show the young people and to show the world, like, everything's possible.
Well, it was an easy decision for us because it's a very good film.
Thank you.
But I think, you know, you said like you beat the odds. The odds were, I would say, really, really stacked against you. And you had some natural physical gifts, but there's a bunch of other stuff that needed to happen too. Mm-hmm. It's interesting to hear you say that, like right now, your body's a little banged up. Like you're probably bummed out that you can't play and like you have little things that happen in your life. But it's interesting that you go way back and think, oh man, I mean, is it fair to say you're thinking every once in a while you remind yourself, I should be grateful?
Yes, like I said, nobody's perfect. Yeah. Nobody's perfect. Sometimes I get down a little bit, try to complain or think differently, but then I get exam for myself too, like, you know, and that's why I'm here. It's something keep helping me to be the man I'm right now, and I'm sure I have a lot to learn. I'm gonna get better. I know it's easy. I know it's not gonna be easy. That's one thing I know. That's one thing I know. When I wake up in the morning, I know nothing's easy.
I don't want to give away too much of what happens in the film. Plus, you haven't seen it. I don't want to spoil anything.
Yes.
But eventually, you landed in Spain. How old were you?
I was 17.
Right. And at that point, people knew you were a good athlete.
Yes, in Spain, and yes, probably yes.
When did you know that you had a chance to potentially play basketball and get paid for it? What age?
Since 8, 9.
8, 9?
Yes, sir.
Wow. You were like, this is happening.
Yes, this happened. This is gonna be my life. I'm gonna try to give this a shot, and I'm gonna put my life, everything I have, my focus. I'm gonna sacrifice my, I don't know how to say, like my young moment in my life. You know, when he's young, you know, we got moment where we love to do everything, you know, like everybody. But I sacrifice those moments just to stay focused and try to follow my dream.
What kind of resources did you have when you knew you wanted to play basketball and get better at it? Like, what kind of equipment did you have?
I think my mind, and my heart. That was the biggest thing I have at that moment.
But like, how did you get like sneakers? Like, at some point, you must have been growing to the point.
That's what I'm saying. It was my mind and my heart, because I was playing with no shoes.
Right.
You know, no shoes, no food in the stomach. But good thing about it was my mind was there and my heart was there, and I believe in God. So that's one of the biggest things too.
So do you remember the first time you played on like a nice wooden floor basketball court and you had the right sneakers on? Like, do you remember what game that was?
Yes, I was feeling like I am same level with Michael Jordan.
Right?
Yes.
How old were you?
I was, it was 2 years before I go in Spain, so I was 15.
So you hadn't played in like on a real court till you were 15?
Yes, in 15, 15. I was in South Africa.
Right.
Yes.
So how'd you play?
I was MVP, and I was the best defender, best rebounder, best scoring. Like I had like 4 trophies.
And your feet probably felt better afterwards.
Yeah, my feet felt better, and I was playing, you know, with 24 hours chrono.
Yeah.
You know, so everything was new and different. In that moment, I was feel like, oh, this is NBA, like this is America, you know.
Do you remember
I was in Africa.
Do you remember when you dunked first and stuff like that?
Yes, I remember I dunked. And the first game, I remember the first game we was playing against the South Africa team, national team. And my first basket was a dunk. And I heard the crowd go crazy, and I was so exciting. I stayed up there like for 3 more seconds. You know, it was so fun. That's one of my best moments in my life. I will never forget.
When did you start playing against players that you could tell were like in your relative talent range? Like when you went to Spain?
No, in South Africa.
Yeah?
Yes, that competition, because most of the time we was playing against Angola.
Yeah.
You know, Angola in basketball in Africa, they're number one. They're number one, and we were playing against South Africa. We were playing against Nigeria. You know, they got a lot of players. In that moment, they was playing in university here, in school here in America. So it was kind of those moments.
When did you fill out? When did you get tall? When did you pass like 6'8"?
I wasn't really tall since I was young.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, I wasn't really tall because my mom and dad, I come from tall family, big family, so yeah. I wasn't really tall.
And then Spain happens.
And Spain
and you had some real players in that team. Like, that's a real league. And we were pointing before, one of your friends pointed out that George Gervin's picture, George Gervin ended up there after he played in the NBA.
Actually, when I get to Spain, that's where I started dreaming like, oh, I can be an NBA player one day too. Yeah. Because when I was in Congo, my dream was just to play a professional basketball in Europe or anywhere, or in Angola. I don't care. I just want to live here and to go play professional basketball anywhere. But then when I come in Spain, that's where I start thinking like, oh yeah, like I can be an NBA player one day too.
Who's the best player you played in that league? Do you remember?
In the league, well, I don't remember, but there was a lot of players, you know, like American players in that moment.
Drifted over there, yeah.
They could play out, they was good, you know, and.
At what point did people start, you could tell something was going on because people were trying to either manage you or attach themselves to you or give you things? When did that whole part of the process start?
Well, again, before I get in Spain, I was first in France. Yeah. In Macon. I was there for 3 months. Then my agents and my dad, you know, my agent go, you know, my agent called my dad, you know, like, you know, we think, you know, the best place for your son, you know, is here in Spain, you know, because in France, the team I was playing, it was like really low-key team. Like, I don't know how to explain you know, and
like a lottery team?
You know, just like, you know, those small place, you know, they got team just for friends and family, you know, stuff like that. Yeah. You know, and so my agent talked with my dad, and he told my dad, like, you know, we think your son, he can be a great future basketball player if he come in Spain. So then, you know, my dad he flew from Africa to France to come pick me out there, you know, because it was not easier. Yeah. I was that moment young, and I was excited to stay there, you know. To me, it was a dream to leave already Congo to come in Europe to play basketball. Right. And then my dad told me, we have to go in Spain because there is a better situation for you. And I said, why? Like, I'm so comfortable here. I'm happy, you know, I'm playing, you know. I got shoes, I got everything. I love to play basketball, you know. Then I was young, but my dad keep telling me we have to go there. He convinced me, so then I accepted to go in Spain. That's when I get in Spain. That's where I start feeling like, whoa, like everything was more about.
Getting
I
to
can
the
say
next level.
business.
Yeah.
Level, business.
So you went from living in the Congo to going from France to Spain, which are two of like probably the coolest countries to live in. Like, was your head spinning?
Well, my head. Well, to me, the place I was in France, it was not really like Spain. Right. But the fact that I was coming from Congo, to me, it was okay. My life's here. I'm comfortable. I'm good. That's what I was looking for. Why I'm gonna complicate my life for? Yeah. I got gym, 24 hours. I got coach. I got sneakers. I got everything. I got food. I got place to sleep. All I can do is right now just to focus. I'm going to school. So all I can do right now is to be, focusing on basketball and play basketball. But I didn't know it was more than that in future. So
Spain's a cool place.
Yeah, it was
beautiful
great.
Women in Spain.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you noticed. Did you think about going to college in the States? And
yes,
why didn't you?
At some point, my agent told me, we got option 2 for you to go play in college in the States.
Do you remember what college it was? I bet it was Kentucky.
I don't know. I remember, if I'm not wrong, I think it was Chicago.
Oh, like DePaul or something? Or Northwest? No. What's in Chicago?
Well, anyway, I don't remember the name, actually, because at that moment, I didn't know nothing about what is Chicago.
Right, you don't even know anything. Yeah, you just know America.
So, and in Spain, I was very comfortable. I was playing very professional. I was getting paid a little bit.
Yeah.
And age of 17, I was getting a little pay. It wasn't a lot, but to me, I come from Congo and I got family. I got 17 brothers and sisters. All those kind of stuff. To me, it was okay. I'm getting a little pay right now, and I heard a lot of stories. They told me like, you come play in school here. They don't pay you. You live in the school, and
Yeah.
So to me, I was already living, kind of good life, better than before in Congo. So I didn't want to really leave there to go play in school, and where I was not sure if I'm gonna really be NBA player or not.
So what were you, 19 when you got drafted?
I was 19, yes sir.
And did you know you were going in the first round? Like, were people explaining to you that, hey, this will happen, and if you get here, this will be really good, and this is more, like, did you even understand all that stuff?
Oh man, everything was crazy. In the beginning, we was not sure yet if I'm gonna be drafted or not.
Yeah, you think like you may be a second rounder or something.
Yeah, or maybe not, So we were trying, we was working with my people, they was working, and we didn't know. And I spent a lot of time working in Las Vegas. In that moment, same summer, with Joe Abunassad in Las Vegas, and then after that, we flew to New Orleans to play Adidas Nation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I want to try to to show my name, to make my name a little bit, because nobody know me that moment.
So I'm guessing you did well in this tournament.
Yeah, I did well, but at that point, we was not sure yet too, like if I'm gonna be drafted or not. And then my last day in New Orleans, I was about to fly back home in Spain. Then okay, we see what'll happen. Maybe second round, later second round. Then my agent told me, we got another tournament. It's gonna be nice for you to go out there. And it's Reebok Aerocamp.
Right.
It was in Italy.
Yeah.
Yes. So my agent told me, it's gonna be nice if we can go there, to play, because it's gonna be a lot of NBA scout go there to watch players. I said, oh, okay. I was so tired, man. I was so tired. I spent all summer working out and playing, and then go play in Adidas Nation in New Orleans. After that, I was asking my agent for vacation, because my agent, in that moment, he was like my dad, So I was saying, man, I have to go back home, man. I need some break, man. I be traveling all summer, working out, non-stop. Before that, I spent 4 years like no stop.
Right.
He said, man, we have to go there. If, like we can have a chance, to do something. I said, okay, cool, we go there. And we flew to Italy for the aero camp, Rebook aero camp. When we get there, I was so tired. I was cramping all of my body.
Yeah.
Playing with, like sore ankle, And when we get there, I just kill it.
Yeah.
I kill it. And then from there, everything changed. Like, oh, Serge Ibaka, you're going to be a...
He's rising up the draft.
Yeah, first round and draft, NBA draft, everything just changed. Everything just become what? Like, then my agent told me, we have to go to New York. I said, whoa, like New York? Like, yeah, he said, we have to go to New York because now, we have the possibility for you to be a first round or second round band. We have to go to New York. So that's where everything started. You're
going to get drafted. You're going to walk on the stage and shake hands with a little guy.
To like the day before draft, that's when we found out. The day before draft. Like,
you got a promise from Oklahoma City, right? Didn't you? You can tell us now. It was like 6 years ago.
No.
No promise?
No, it was no promise.
But you had a feeling they might take you.
It was no promise. Actually, that moment it was Seattle.
Oh, Seattle.
Yeah, it was Seattle.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after the camp, everything changed and...
So were we like 24th pick, something like that?
I was 24 picks,
yeah.
But to me, since day one, I want to tell my agent, what? I don't care about numbers, man.
Yeah.
I say to my agents, I know who I am. I don't care about numbers. All I need is the opportunity. And then he was telling me, sometime when they draft you, he started explaining to me because I didn't know nothing. He told me sometime when they draft you, you have to go there, play, and maybe they may send you in a D-League, And he explained me how D-League work. I told my agent, you know what? I'm not gonna go to D-League. I told him in the beginning,
yeah.
I'm not saying D-League is bad. I'm not gonna disrespect all the players playing D-League. But to me, I'm saying my agents, I see myself playing in NBA teams, And all I need is just give me just a little opportunity, just a little. I don't need a lot,
So I don't even remember this. Your first year was Seattle?
Well, I stay. The Seattle draft me, but then I stay one more year.
That's what it was
in Spain.
Because it was always Oklahoma City. That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So I stay one more year in Spain, then come back.
I remember seeing you. I went to one of your games. It must have been like year 2 or year 3 for you, and I could see you were figuring it out. Because it seemed like you guys made the playoffs in, I think, 2010.
Yes, I think.
And you were kind of starting to spread your wings, but I could see the seeds of it. I was like, oh, this guy's, Jesus, what's going to happen with this guy?
Yeah.
So you could just kind of see it, because you were 21 at that point or something. Mm-hmm. But when did you feel like you were starting to figure it out?
Oh, just every year, just playing basketball, because I never have a chance like a lot of kids when they was young, start playing basketball since they was young in high school.
Yeah.
I never had that chance, So to me, it was like when I came in NBA, every game, every year was like the process to me. So learning,
82 games, 7 months a year,
just feeling,
preseason, playoffs.
So every game was to me, to learning something new, the process, the experience, everything.
What about what's going on with you from a personal standpoint? All of a sudden you're flying on charter planes.
Mm-hmm.
You have trainers that are rubbing you down. I mean, all this happens overnight, basically.
Yes.
I'm sure girls maybe interested. They seem to like NBA players from time to time.
Yeah, sometimes.
You have people rooting for you. You have people picking you apart if you had one bad game.
Yes, it was. Yeah, and it was kind of those moments. But then I sit down myself. I say, one thing I know is, just me, I know is, when you ask for more, when you get there, it's harder, It's like people say, oh, it's hard to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's hard to stay.
Yeah.
That's why most of the time people get there, then they go down again. Because it's hard to get there, and it's more harder to stay. So I know already, when the more people know who's Serge Ibaka, people are gonna expect more. People are gonna expect more. I know, I'm sure my first year was kind of easy. People know, okay, I can only just, Serge can only just block shot and run the floor.
Just runs up and down.
You know, that was easier.
Yeah.
You know, but I could say, you know what, I'm comfortable with this one and I'm gonna enjoy my life and just doing that. No, I say myself, I want more because I believe I can do more. But then when I was thinking about, and I know already like, okay, when you ask more, you have to be ready because people are gonna expect you. When you're gonna start doing that, people are gonna expect you to give them more and more and more. So that's where it get harder. But that's what it is, you know.
When did you go, oh my God, Durant's great. Westbrook's great. Like, did you, at some point, you must have realized that you were in a very lucky basketball situation, right?
Oh, yeah. Yes. Just like,
because that could have gone really badly. You could have ended up on some other team where Durant's not there, you know, and
yeah, I always thank
they're
God,
asking
you know,
you to do stuff. And
yeah, I always thank God, you know, and the organization, you know. I just, you know, my first professional team, it was the Thunder, and it's a great organization. You know, everything was easy for me.
Yeah.
You know, so I always thank God for that. I feel like I was lucky and blessing, you know, for my first time in NBA to play with them.
Did you talk to Hakeem and Mutombo and people like that who had been through somewhat similar?
Yeah, I talked to Hakeem maybe one time, but most of the time, you know, I am good friend with Mutombo.
Yeah. We
talk a lot with Mutombo.
He's a character.
Yes, he is. He is.
What was the best piece of advice he gave you?
He always, you know, every time we meet and we talk, he always wanted me to stay focused on defense. You know, because, you know, he was one of the best.
Right. Protect the rim.
Yes. So, you know, every time, sometime like I'm trying to shoot 2 my threes, come down, Serge, you have to go back and do what you starting to do it because I like seeing you doing that, you know. And we talk a lot, you know. Most of the stuff we talk, you know, it's not really necessary to talk here on the camera, but we talk a lot.
How many languages do you speak?
4.
4. So you probably only have to use one of them when you're playing professional basketball, I'm guessing, right? Or do you have opportunities to break out the other ones?
Yes.
Like if you see Pau Gasol, just go right into the Spanish?
Yes.
Can you swear at him in Spanish and the refs don't notice?
When I see Pau Gasol, I can speak in Spanish. When I see Joaquim Noah,
yeah.
We changed right in French. The last game was funny because the last game we played against them in Chicago, I was talking with Pau in Spanish, and just Joaquim just come.
Right.
And the same moment, I was talking about her in Spanish, I go left on the French. Like it was kind of funny. You know?
And then American. You get 3 languages. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Actually, it was American too because then Naz Mohammed come.
Yeah.
And I started talking with him in English.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like Spanish, French, and English at the same time. It was funny.
The 2012 finals, those first 4 games were close with Miami. Mm-hmm. I mean, each one came down to basically the last minute, but you guys were on this giant stage and you were like this group of young kids basically. What do you remember from that now, a couple years later?
Something I just remember, it was fun, man. It was exciting, it was fun, man. One of the big things I remember, we didn't really have this experience.
Yep.
You know, we
and
didn't
you
really
could see it.
We didn't really know what we want. You know, like we didn't really know what we want. We're just exciting, you know. We got the crowd, you know, everybody talk about us, you know, we good. And let's just play hard and enjoy, but we didn't really know what we want. What do we want, you know, what are we looking for, you know, what it take together.
Did you think you guys were a little bit nervous, or you just kind of didn't totally know what to do yet?
Yeah, we didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I don't think it was about nervous because, you know, if you got a player like Russell Westbrook in your team, he's never gonna have nervous.
Right.
You know him.
Yeah.
So, you know, the experience, man. We didn't have experience. We just want thinking it's gonna be easier. You know, like okay, we good team. You know, we can run up and down, make something. Serge gonna block shot. Kevin gonna cross over West, James, and we're gonna win easy. We didn't really know it takes some effort, some sacrifice, all those kind of stuff.
And you need luck too. You got to stay healthy.
Exactly.
You got to make sure people stay together. You had Jeff Green got traded.
Yeah.
Pretty early on. That was the first major trade. Harden got traded later. What was it like to you guys were so tight as a team, and then somebody's like, hey guys, I'm leaving, I'm gonna go to Boston now, or I'm gonna go to Houston. How did you feel about that? Because obviously you'd never had stuff like that happen before.
Yes, to me, it surprised me. It surprised me, especially about Jeff. You know, I remember we was leaving the hotel. We was in San Antonio, actually, in San Antonio, and we was leaving, going to the game. Yeah, we were leaving, go to the game, and just from the lobby, like, you know, I saw Kevin come to me, say, hey, big fella, be ready to start tonight. I said, what? Like, you know, like, kind of scared me a little bit, you know, like.
Yeah, what happened?
You know. I said, what happened? Like, he said, yeah, big fella, be ready to start tonight, you know. I said, what happened? Like, he didn't really want to say too loud, so I kind of go close, like, more like, what happened? What happened? Like, he said, yeah, you know, Jeff Green's gone. And that moment, normally I should be exciting, you know? I should be exciting because he's gone.
You're getting some of his minutes.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, I was kind of scared a little bit, like my heart, like, you know, like, you know, I was what, 20 at that moment?
Yeah.
And I just started playing like half a season. I was playing 1 minute, 2 minutes, 1 minute, 30 seconds. And then they tell me, like, you're going to start for the next game. And then the next game I was playing against Orlando, Dwight.
Right. That was the year. I had my years wrong. That that 2010-11 year, that was the year all of a sudden.
Yes, and then I was like, oh.
Because they made a big gamble on you with that trade. I mean, they part of the reason I'm sure they felt like they could do that is because they felt like you could take some of those minutes.
Yeah, so in that moment, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And that moment, I was like, when Kevin told me, I was like, oh my God, like, I start thinking a lot. Like, I was scared a little bit, you know?
What about when Harden went? Like, were you thinking we were going to come back to the finals? Were you surprised by that one?
When he gone, we didn't expect to because, you know, we didn't expect to, but it was hard. You know, it was, I mean, we know already, like, okay, he's gone, but, you know, we got players, you know, we're going to have a team. I'm sure people outside, they want to see, like, oh, he's over for them. But remember when he gone, the same year, we won, like, 16 games. Yeah. You know, I'm sure people, they was not expect that.
Yep.
For people, it was like, oh, they're gone, you know, but we know really, like, we got team, you know, we got players, we know. Was it weird to play against him? Oh, first game was kind of weird. And I remember the first game was kind of weird, but in that moment, no, before the game, it was feeling kind of weird, you know, but that moment, all you think is, I'm going to play hard, you know, against him. You signed a big contract when you were like a year away from becoming a free agent. Yeah. They gave you a big deal. Probably, I mean, just crazy amounts of money from, I'm sure, what you would ever imagine. Yes. I don't think you've changed, but did anyone change around you in your immediate life? Well, I know what kind of people I'm gonna be with. Yeah. So I don't think so because I know, you know, all my people is the same people from day one. You know, I got my same people, and all my friends is my agents. Yeah. People work for me, and I got the same people from day one. So, you know, I know I'm kind of person when I feel like you are not the right person, I'm gonna push you away from me. Right. You know, so nothing changed because my people are the same people, and I still have the same people. Is it true you still drive a Hyundai? Well, the Hyundai is free. They give me free. I got my car. I got my car, my own car, but then the Honda is a free car. So why not take free car? Why is it fair to say you don't spend a lot of money? I spend a lot of money. Okay. I spend, but I'm small. Okay. You know, I spend when I need to, not because I see you have, I don't know, where something. No, I didn't spend any money on this. Okay, I can tell. But I spend my money when I want to. Yeah. You know, not just because someone, oh, look him, he buys something, or I want to buy too. No, I'm gonna spend when I need to and when I want to. You know, so I'm the kind of person I spend because I want to spend, not just because, oh, I need to spend, not just because everybody's buying something and I have to do it, you know? How are you feeling about this season? It's certainly been interesting. I can't believe that you guys aren't in the playoffs if it ended today, or you're right on the fringe, or you're like right on the bubble basically, but it's one of those seasons where like almost everything's gone wrong, and then Westbrook goes crazy, and now you're kind of lingering, and here's Golden State, who's going to win like 68 games, and they might have to play you guys in round one, and you'll be healthy. I mean, you're just feeling like if we could just get in there, we're going to cause some damage? Only 1 hour we are thinking, and only we know. We don't care what people expect about us or what they say about us. And only thing we know, and we are thinking right now is just to get in playoff. We don't care what number. You know what I'm saying? We don't care what number because we believe in us, and we don't care what number. It can be 8, 7. We don't care. And when we're gonna get there, and we're gonna make things change.
Can you give me one story to explain to it? Because everyone at Grantland is fascinated by Russell Westbrook. Just give me one story of what it's like to be his teammate, just on like an average Thursday.
What? Westbrook.
Is he always like how we think he is?
He's not always like that.
Okay.
You know, sometimes I sit down and say, myself, this guy, what kind of guy is, man? Like on the court, off the court, he's a different person.
Oh, okay.
He's a different person.
So he gets on the court, he just changes.
Yeah, on the court, like he's changed. Like off the court, he's a different person. Like.
So who's that person?
He's just a normal guy. Like you know, like funny. You know, like he just smile every time, sing. You know, do some jokes.
Right.
Every time, you know, like give people a hard time.
Yeah.
That's what he do every time on the court. Oh my God, he just like.
Is he one of those people that's always competing with everybody at all times? Like even when you're in the airport trying to throw like a piece of trash in the garbage?
No, compete. Like when he's off the court, he's not really compete.
Yeah.
He just like, you know, he just wanna talk, you know, be funny, you know, just enjoy life. But when he's on the court, he just like attack mode.
Well, I'd love to talk more, but we have to go because you have to promote this awesome film we have. And the reason I want to play the podcast this way is because I want people to watch what we did here, because it's really about you going back and what your life was like there and what it's like now and how those two worlds kind of meet. You haven't seen it yet. I think I did a good job not spoiling it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
all right.
plug it. Grantland.com, it's up now.
Yeah.
That's when it's up.
Grantland.com. When you see this podcast, that also means this piece is up. We're very proud of it.
Oh, thank you.
And you're doing okay? Your body's...
Yeah, my body okay. Well, now, you know, we're gonna see what happens, and we're gonna see. You know, it's day by day, so we're gonna see.
It seems you have like a great healing capacity, as we saw in the playoffs last year, when everybody wrote you off in that playoff series, and then all of a sudden you came back and had like 20 rebounds or something.
Yes.
Yeah, you heal fast.
Yes, that's
Okay.
the good thing about it. Thank God. And
Yeah. All right, well, good luck. And good luck with the reception to the film. We're really proud of it, and I think you should be really proud of it, too.
Thank you for the opportunity. Really,
Okay.
I appreciate it, because when my people told me about it, I was like, wow, I can't believe it. It's something I was dreaming about, and now I got the opportunity. I really thank you a lot.
Okay. Grantland.com, you can check out the entire Serge film, Son of the Congo, split up in a couple parts, premiering at South by Southwest right now. I'm excited. Thanks for watching.